Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song. It is day 1844, 1844, amazingly. Um, and my name is Moon Clemetson. I use she and they pronouns. I'm a regular host in the Daily Antidote. Um, and I'm here to welcome Samara Jade. But first, let's do some introductions to bring all of your names into the space. We have Ariana, who's helping with tech. We have Joe. We have Hoda from uh, British Columbia. We have Chris Parnell from British Columbia. We have him from Vancouver Island. Sue in Seattle, Peters in Syracuse, Kathleen from Albuquerque. We have Mar.
I think we have a little frozen screen, so I'm going to just jump. Oh,
Oh, am I freezing?
you're good. You're back.
Oh,
Okay, is Moon freezing or is it me? Moon's freezing. Okay, I'm going to keep going. I don't remember where we were. Was it Sue in Seattle, Peter in Syracuse, Kathleen in Albuquerque, Marv? I think that's California. One of our song leaders. Nice to see you. Linda in Orcas Island, Bonnie in Boise, Idaho, Sydney coming in from California, Nancy in Washington State, Athena in Brooklyn, New York, Delhi in Maryland. Hi to Karen in Iowa City. Hi to Neil in Boston, Katie in Maryland, one of our regular hosts in here. Great to see you. Storm in Massachusetts, Mabel and the Bears in Massachusetts. Sarah in Texas, Anne in Maryland, Gary in Massachusetts, Marion coming in from Brighton, UK. Nice to see you. And let's see, we've got Jenny in Suffolk, UK, Clive and Ruth coming in from Birmingham, UK, Caroline in DC, Baba Jim coming in from Maryland, another one of our song leaders, Anne in Knoxville, Tennessee, Carolyn in Boise, Idaho, Kay in Texas, Harriet coming in from Chicago, Linda in California, Benet in California, Kathy in Colorado, Louise coming in from Devon, UK, Anne in Nashville, Moon coming in from Alexandria. That's a different Moon. Fred coming in from Maryland. Kathy is here from Victoria. That's Kathy of Dick and Kathy, regular song leaders and hosts in here. Olga, and in fact, the folks who brought us Samara Jade for the first time. Olga and Lynn coming in from Vermont. And I see that we have Moon back in the zone with us. So I'm going to move Moon back over to the main spot. And Moon, if you want to keep going, go right ahead. You can go right into intros.
great. Thank you, Joe, for stepping in while my internet went down. Um, I am so excited to introduce Samara Jade. Um, I've definitely sung your songs out here in Minneapolis. You're a popular name out here in the song circle world. And I don't know a whole lot about you. We didn't get to catch up before this event today. So I'm going to let you say more about what you're bringing today.
Thank you, Moon, and I'm stoked to meet you and stoked that your name is Moon because I love the moon. As you can see, I've got the moon right here behind me. But I am calling in from near Asheville, North Carolina, though I've spent a lot of time living in Washington State too. Um, and yeah, I don't know what more to say about myself except for that I write songs that are medicine for what I need and what I'm feeling, and it's a bonus points when it ends up being meaningful to someone else too. So honored that you've sung and know some of my songs, and yeah, I've come through Minneapolis a few times. So, um, well, I feel inspired today to share a song that I actually just released a recording of yesterday for Earth Day, and it's called "We Are of the Earth." And it's a layered song. There's three layers. So I'm getting it set up on my looper here, and I'll teach you each part, and then I'll get them all going. Um, and this is a song that was born in the middle of a grief ritual, and maybe I'll say more about it after we sing it. But it's a song for the earth and the grief of separation of humans and the earth, and a prayer for our remembering our interconnectedness. One moment. We are of the earth, but we've lost our way home. Show us how to be human again. We are of the earth, but we've lost our way home. Show us how to be human again. So that's the first part. We are of the earth, but we've lost our way home. Show us how to be human again. We are of the earth, but we've lost our way home. Show us how to be human again. Second part goes like this. Show us how to love each other. Show us how to love our mother. Show us how to love each other. Show us how to love our mother. Show us how to love each other. Show us how to love our mother. We want to add harmonies. Show us how to love each other. Show us how to love our mother. Show us how to love each other. Show us how to love. Let's see how those two parts fit together now. We are of the earth, but we've lost our way home. Show us how to be human again. Love our mother. We are of the earth, but we've lost our way home. Show us how to be human again. Love our mother. Third part. We have forgotten there's no such thing as separation. Our roots connect us as one organism. We have forgotten there's no such thing as separation. Our roots connect us as one organism. We have forgotten there's no such thing as separation. Our roots connect us as one organism. We have forgotten there's no such thing as separation. Our roots connect us as one organism. We are of the earth, but we've lost our way home. Show us how to be human again. So go ahead and pick a part that you like to sing. But we've lost our way home. Show us how to be human again. We'll bring in the second part. We are show us how, but we love each other. Show us how to love our mother. We are show us how, but we love each other. Show us how to love our mother. We are show us how, but we love each other. Show us how to love our mother. We are show us how, but we love each other. Show us how to love our such thing as separation. Our roots connect us as one of our mother. We are of the earth, but we've lost our way home. Show us how to be human again.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Samara Jade. Would you like to say more about where the birth of this song?
Sure. Well, one of the things that I love to do with music is to bring music into ritual spaces, and especially grief ritual has been really dear to my heart. So, a number of years ago, I think it was about 5 or 6 years ago, I was supporting my friend Josh Fox with a grief ritual and bringing some songs to it and drumming. And there was a part in which we were moving through sharing our griefs for the different gates of grief. If those of y'all who are familiar with Francis Weller, the five gates of grief, one of the third gate, as they say, is grief for the world. So feeling into that, the bigger grief for our planet and the world. And I think we can all agree that there's no shortage of things to feel that grief about right now. I know I certainly am. So specifically, there were a lot of people just sharing their grief for the state of the planet and our relationship as humans to the planet, and how, we've evolved into thinking ourselves separate from this earth. But yeah, and with that grief is that longing for that reconnection and remembrance. So, anywho, a bunch of people were sharing about that, and Fox looked over at me and asked if I had a song, and I just couldn't think of one that could hold the bigness of everything being shared. So I started playing those guitar chords and messed around a little bit, and that some version of that song came out. I've since, manipulated it and made it into more of a layered song, but it was born during that grief ritual, and we sang it all together, and it was a super powerful moment. So yeah, I finally I started a recording of it about 5 years ago, and I just remembered I had it because I've been working on recording all of my Song Circle songs finally into an album, and just remember that I had started that one a few years ago, and so I just spruced it up last week in my studio and released it yesterday for Earth Day because it seemed appropriate and seemed good to just get that medicine out there. So, really sweet and timely to share it with you all here. So, thank you for singing it with me.
Yeah, I'm curious. I've also like found song to be such a powerful way of like exploring this question of how do we feel connected with the earth, or how do we remember our relationship with the earth, or that we are the earth or of the earth. Um, I'm just curious, like, what practices outside of music help you to feel like you're part of the earth body?
Mm, thank you. That's a beautiful question. Yeah, I think there's so many, and everybody's different. For me, I love just trying to spend as much time outside as I can. I'm an avid backpacker and wilderness person, and yeah, love to just get into the wild places, but that really even just goes to my own backyard sometimes too.
Mhm.
And I do a lot of gardening and just tuning into the seasons, just trying to like get outside first thing in the morning before turning on my phone. And I don't always do so great at that, but just going in to listen to the music of the birds. I love the birds. I'm a
Mhm.
huge fan of the birds, and actually just hosted a song circle yesterday, and it was about at dusk
Mhm.
time. We were just in between every song, we would have silence, and as soon as we stopped
Mhm.
singing, it was just the birds would take over, and it was just like, oh, back to that song, and it was just really beautiful and a good reminder of the unseen, um, constant song that's
Mhm.
always going that I often forget about until I choose to tune into it.
Mhm.
So that helps me feel anchored into that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think there's so many other things. definitely for me spending time in the wilderness, and especially like solo time, and I've done a lot of wilderness fasts, like spending 3 or 4 days out in the
Mhm.
wilderness, just in silence or just listening. And yeah, that's part of the work I do too, which I think I shared some links to be shared of some trips that I'm um, hosting this summer if anybody's interested in that sort of work. But singing in the wilderness, kind of, that's what it boils down to for me. So yeah, thanks for
Mhm.
asking.
That's beautiful. I love that practice of singing and then listening to the birds and then singing, just that's, yeah, I'm like, I want to go outside and do that now, especially this time of year when the birds are so just coming
Yeah.
back to life after the winter, at
It's
least
so
in the region
rich.
that I'm
Yeah.
in. Yeah.
It's
Um,
very rich here in North Carolina. I just heard my first wood thrush yesterday, which I was very excited about. Magical, magical bird. So they're all
mhm,
returning in the joyful spring.
yeah. Um, well, I guess I want to share that Samara Jade is on an album that was recently released. I think I don't actually know a lot about the project, but I think this was born of the Daily Antidote. It's all Daily Antidote singers, and it's happened a number of times that these albums have been created, and that all income from these albums supports the Daily Antidote. I'm sure that you all who are Daily Antidote regulars know so much about this project or have heard it mentioned many times. But that's available on Bandcamp. And um, yeah, is there anything else you want to say, Samara, Jade, before we head into hearing your song again?
Sure. Yeah. Um, this one feels connected to both songs that I want to share, which I'm not going to share the one that's on the album because I decided today that there was another one that felt more alive to me. Um, but here I live in near Asheville, North Carolina, and we've been um, dealing with one of the movements here is called Save the Woods, and we're trying to protect a 45-acre urban forest that's getting threatened to be developed right now. Um, and so there's been a really big, beautiful outpouring of support and movement for people who love the forest and are trying to protect it. And yeah, one of the things that's been really cool about this movement is there's just been a lot of song and art and joy surrounding it. So I share that just because there's a lot of things to be angry about right now and to protest, and I just want to encourage people to keep doing that, but to bring to make sure to bring joy and singing into it because I think it's a lot more sustainable and fun and connective, and it keeps people coming back to it. So yeah, so that song has been present in that movement, and as well as the next one that I want to share, which is actually a pretty new one. Is it time for me to share the next one? Can I go into it? I think so.
Yeah, that was
Or is there
beautiful.
something
It's
else?
great to hear. It's great to hear like what projects are bringing you like hope or that some place to
Yeah,
channel that energy and creativity and connect with community. That's so important in these times.
totally. And yeah, I just want to name that I feel totally overwhelmed and often really helpless about the direction that things are going as our country is sliding into fascism. And um, yeah, I often feel really helpless, and I feel less helpless when I'm working at a local level. So there's always that. That's why I've been fired up about this local movement. So there's no shortage of those, and that's I don't know. That's where I feel hope as a I don't really like to call myself an activist as much as an artivist. I know I did not coin that term. I've heard other people use it, but I resonate with it a lot. So, um, yeah, and that is a good segue into the next song, which I just made up a couple weeks ago after seeing watching some clips from Senator Cory Booker's what was it, a 25-hour speech, which Yeah, which I don't know. I obviously didn't watch the whole thing. Um, but there were a few things that he said that got me excited, and one of them I believe was a quote, and I actually don't know who originally said this, but he quoted it: "The power of the people is greater than the people in power," um, which is just, it's true. And I want it to be true, so I'm gonna keep singing it and keep saying it, and it got me fired up, and I just initially started saying it and started chanting it, and it kind of turned into this song. And yeah, me and my partner Micah worked on it together until we made it into a song. So it goes like this. Let me find it. I'm gonna move it up a little bit here. The power of the people is greater than the people in power. So rise on up. The power of the people is greater than the people in power. So rise on up. The power of the people is greater than the people in power. So rise on up. The power of the people is greater than the people in power. So rise on up. The power of the people is greater than the people in power. So rise on up. The power of the people is greater than the people in power. So rise on up. The power of the people is greater than the people in power. So rise on up. Second part. The power. We pledge allegiance to each other, oh my sisters and my brothers. We pledge allegiance to each other, oh my sisters and my brothers. We pledge allegiance to each other, oh my sisters and my brothers. We pledge allegiance to each other, oh my sisters and my brothers. We pledge allegiance to each other, oh my sisters and my brothers. We pledge allegiance to each other. Let's put the parts together. So pick a part now. The power of the people is greater than the people in power. Oh, my sisters and my brothers. The power of the people is greater than the people in power. Oh, my sisters and my brothers. The power of the people is greater than the people in power. Oh, my sisters and my brothers. The power of the people is greater than the people in power. Oh, my sisters and my brothers. The power of the people is greater than the people in power. Oh, my sisters and my brothers. We pledge allegiance to each other. All my sisters and my brothers. We pledge allegiance to each other. All my sisters and my brothers. We pledge allegiance to each other. All my sisters and my brothers. We pledge allegiance to each other. All my sisters and my brothers. We pledge allegiance to each other. All my sisters and my brothers. We pledge allegiance to each other. All my sisters and my brothers. We pledge allegiance to each other. All my sisters and my brothers. We pledge allegiance to each other. All my sisters and my brothers. We pledge allegiance to the people in power. All my sisters and my brothers. Power of the people is greater than the people in power. All my sisters and my brothers. Power of the people is greater than the people in power. All my sisters and my brothers. The power of the people is greater than the people in power. So rise on up. The power of the people is greater than the people in power. So rise on up.
Wow, thank you, Samara, Jade. What a powerful message, especially in these times where it feels like so many messages are about, taking away our power, our lack of power, the hopelessness. Yeah, oof, really brings that into my body.
Thank you. Yeah, I hope that y'all take that and bring it to marches, bring it to song circles, bring it to, yeah, places you want to remember that power that we do have. Because it's really easy to feel powerless, and I know I do quite a lot.
Yeah, well, thanks for sharing your power with us today through your music and your presence and the just these messages that you're taking and transmuting and sharing with the world.
It's an honor to get to share here.
Yeah. Well, let's give a big gratitude to Samara, Jade, and um, and let's see. So we'll be here tomorrow on Daily Antidote. Um, we'll be with David from North Carolina, who's a new song leader
Who's
with,
amazing.
oh,
He's a friend of
great.
mine and he's great. Sorry, I had to chime in to say that.
I love that. So big recommendation for David. Then we also have Shruti from India. We have David from Cape Cod and Shaniqua from Brooklyn, who is also new. Great. And that's it for today. Thank you all for coming. Today, 1844 of Daily Antidote of Song. Let's say a big warm goodbye to Samara, Jade, um, to Hoda from British Columbia, to Chris Parnell from British Columbia, to Sue in Seattle, Peter in Syracuse, Kathleen from Albuquerque, Arv and Marin, Linda from the Orcas Islands, Katie from Maryland, Anne from Knoxville, Kathy and Victoria, Bonnie from Boise, Idaho, Karen from Iowa City, Sydney from California, or is that Sydney, California? Athen from Brooklyn, New York, Athena, sorry, Marianne from Brighton, UK, Baba Jim from Maryland, Antonina from France, Clive and Ruth from Birmingham, UK, Neil from Boston, Anne from Nashville, Kathy from Colorado. Wow, we've got a lot of people today. We have Carolyn from Idaho, Caroline in DC, Cliff in Vermont, Jamie from Victoria, Anne from Silver Springs, Maryland, Storm from Massachusetts, Bob from Bob, Mabel, and Bears from Massachusetts, Pauline and William from Newcastle, UK, Susan from Cincinnati, Gary from Massachusetts, Fred from Silver Springs, Maryland, Liana from Vermont, Diane from Puerto Rico, Linda from California, Benet in Berkeley, California, Deli from Maryland, Kim from Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Nancy from Washington State, Jenny from Suffolk, UK, Kay in Texas, so getting some hearts from the people who aren't on their screens, Harriet from Chicago, Louise from Devon, UK, or Louise from UK, and we have Moon from Alexandria, Virginia, Curly Tops from Vermont, Elizabeth from California, and Aloysius from Massachusetts. And then Big thanks to Ariana for doing tech and to Joe for being a fabulous envisioner of this space.
Hmm.
Thank you all. Lots of love and goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you all so much.